So before we get into this reaction, I do have to point out that Idubbbz fancies himself a liberal, a bleeding heart of all people and understanding. He is nay unracist, nor does he say any ignorant things towards anyone. He's a bleeding heart liberal who spares no racism, has open-minded and more enlightened than everyone. So without further ado, whoa, let's see what he has to say here. Reminder, this is an anti-racist man who doesn't say a mean word towards any racial group or nationality.
Well, not like communication. Like, I don't know, man. Like, sorry, I'm not from fucking Dagestan, you loser.
Wow, so because he's from Dagestan, that makes him a loser, huh? Wow, Idubbbz, do you hate Dagestanis? Do you find them lower than you? Do you find them more stupider than you because they're from Dagestan? Is that where you're getting at, big liberal, anti-racist, non-mean words, boy? Hmm?
You know, you actually have to talk to me. You can't just, like, grunt and point in a direction. You actually have to communicate.
So I love how he's blaming him getting his ass kicked for not taking the lessons of his boxing coach or his trainer. It's not the teacher's fault you suck, Idubbbz. It's not the teacher's fault you lost. It's yourself. You lost because if I remember correctly, you took days out of training because you were sick and you were lazy. So that does not reflect the teacher, and just because you failed to listen or failed to take your boxing seriously does not mean it's the Dagestani's fault or the guy who's ethnic Dagestani for failing to teach you or talk to you or having a failure of communication. Which is funny. Are you now making fun of him because not only that he's a Dagestani, but that English might be a second language? So are you making fun of him because of his ethnicity and his lack of the understanding or lack of usage of the English language? Wow, buddy, that seems pretty racist. That sounds like something those evil Trump MAGA people would do. Are you going to make an apology video for the Dagestanis or people who are ethnic Dagestan? I think you would need to, because this clip, seems rather racially intolerant of Dagestanis.
Sorry, I'm making you talk to your client. Fucking idiot.
So this is, of course, the duality of liberalism. These are the same people who will mock everyone who lives in a flyover state or the South. They'll instantly apply the cousin fucking shit or the low IQ shit because you're not from California, Canada, New York, the overly like gay parts of the country. So they'll apply the same ignorances and racial stuff against people who they deem who are victimized not doing wrong. So it's not that they have a true valid moral structure of not being an asshole. They are assholes towards groups of people when they feel slighted, and they will be racist against and racially insensitive towards groups of people that do them wrong, because then once they're not politically aligned, then they're a legal target. It's like the ontologically evil argument that people like Idubbbz will use against Ethan Klein and Israelis and Jews, right? Because then that way, whatever they say, do, or perceived racial or ethnic oppression they target towards others is justified, because then now they're grouped apart with the racist Nazis and fascists. So, Idubbbz, I expect a apology video to the Dagestani people, and you to apologize to people whose second language is English. I look forward to seeing that apology video. If not, you're full of shit like every other liberal. Now, I don't fully expect Idubbbz to make an apology video, nor do I think like at all, but this is the same kind of hypocritical double standard that Idubbbz has, but he literally made fun of his trainer's ethnic origin, religion, and level of intelligence based off where he's from and how he taught Idubbbz. So again, this is all bad blood because Idubbbz lost the fight. He was humiliated. and he has to blame and target his trainer's national origin, the place he's from, and his level of understanding based on grasp of the English language, which is funny, isn't it? Because isn't Idubbbz the same guy that does this liberal moral fagging about illegal aliens, like General in Large, and he's a part of this Hassan Piker, Vaush, and Destiny camp that champions such people, but then again will turn around and betray these morals because of a perceived training issue that he failed to take advantage of. And if it's anyone, I'll say this: Dagestanis and Chechens are some hardcore fighting like guys. If you fail to beat your opponent in a ring, that's not the Dagestani's fault. That's not the Chechens' fault. That's your fault, bud. And not only that, there's this history of the ghosts, right? When Dagestan was having separatist stuff with the Russians, they called these guys the ghosts, right? These separatists that would show up, shoot out some Russian helicopters and Russians, and then they would just disappear. So Dagestan and the ethnic Dagestanis, the little bit that I do know about them and read about them in history during the Cold War, that's pretty hardcore. And again, Dagestanis and Chechens, this is the kind of people I like generally wouldn't want to like be a dick towards. But then again, this is Idubbbz. He is an ignorant leftist adopting a non-racist, idealism when it suits him, but when it doesn't, he's just an asshole like everyone else.
Money! We gotta make some money!
The sky whispers.